Greetings, everyone, and thank you so much for coming by today. I really appreciate you, and thank you so much for your patience. Today is Monday, November the 18th. The current time is 11:57 a.m. On today on this broadcast, we will be discussing TS Madison, the show highlights Jassi Rideaux and KENYAMOORE's Bravo experience, plus more. Now, listen here. Girl, it has been a lot going on out here in these streets, and especially in the celebrity world. Just seems like these celebrities are really just not getting a break at all. And first and foremost, we had TS Madison. She was in the news, and it wasn't really her being in the news. I feel like she was kind of drawn into the news because of someone that she associated herself with, which is Dominique Morgan, which is a transgender advocate. She was, you know, charged with, or there are allegations or charges coming up against her with like money laundering, larceny. And so pretty much it was an organization, a nonprofit organization. TS Madison is giving up her home, and a lot of bloggers have, well, I can't say a lot of bloggers, but some bloggers have picked up the story, and they were insinuating that TS Madison was a part of it. She knew what went on, and they went on to say, well, she had a past um when she talked about certain things. So for me, I don't think that the woman would sit up here and jeopardize her business over a friendship, right? And the reason why I say that is because Dominique Morgan, she's heavily in the community. She knows her stuff. She's a very smart, intelligent young lady. I just kind of feel like, she kind of got herself into a situation that she really can't wiggle herself out of. And when you talk about transgender, um, the help that transgenders need, and safe places for them to stay, you kind of set us back when you kind of find yourself in these situations, right? Let's just say that you find yourself in all types of situations. So in my opinion, TS Madison didn't really have anything to do with it. I think it was more geared towards Dominique Morgan. And this stemmed from a friendship that I guess Oliver Twist had, like her ex employee. He was an editor for her. Well, they had like a disagreement or something of the sort, to where he is not employed with her anymore. All this is alleged. I don't really know anything to be true. I'm just only giving you the synopsis that I got from the story, right? Okay, so off with that, on to Jassi from the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, she has been in the news here lately, and she's engaged to Darius Harris. He actually used to play for the Kansas City Chiefs, but now he is over at the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. Now, the Bravo Shade Room, they have really been on there. They have really been keeping up with everything that's been going on. So they've been making posts on their Instagram, and this post was like 4 days ago. It says Jassi Rideaux, fiance baby mama, says Jassi's story is furthest from the truth. He knew of his children. We got pregnant each year on each other's birthday. So her name is Charlissa. Her name is Charlissa Porter wrote, "It's nothing to beef over, but making them the narrative. Every episode is sickening, like he has kids. Okay, y'all weren't together. Just be honest. It's that simple. But don't try and downplay him and I to make yourself look better. is all I'm saying. And people in the comments dragging him off what she said when the story she's telling is furthest from the truth. He knew of each of his children. He didn't find out when I was 2 or 3 months pregnant. We got pregnant each year on each other's birthday. But before you try to come for me, you should. Oh, it says, before you try to come for me, know the real narrative. I don't want anyone to kiss my A, but we're honest over here. So you see Jassi, she's at her home, well, at their home. Let's see what she has to say.
Life confessional from my home. But no, you guys, I'm about to go to the gym, but it's so funny because when the blogs start talking and they don't even have the information correct, that be the crazy part. And you know, when you sign up for a reality TV show, you are subject to editing however it's going to be edited, because they're going to try to get everything in and they don't often get it in. And sometimes I do feel like maybe you guys are purposely confused, and that's fine by me because the folks are talking, baby, bags are secured, and over here we're good. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to get on here to let y'all know that I will be on a reputable platform next week where y'all can get all of the juicy tea, and we're gonna make the fuck sense, because baby, what, I've been Jassi, and if you know, you fucking know. Don't ever play with life.
Okay, so she's gonna be on a reputable station this week. I will definitely keep everybody updated if I find out any information, but I have been doing my my research. So let me go over here and get into these comments. It says it's about to get more messy when Jassi fiance baby mama step into the comment on Jassi's story. Jassi says she is going on a reputable platform next week to clear the air. Are y'all ready for it? Are y'all ready for it? I know I am. I'm ready to hear the truth. I want to hear her side of the story. The reputable platform. Who do y'all think the reputable platform is going to be? I'm a little curious myself. Is it going to be Gayle King? Is it going to be, honey, I was going to say Oprah, but you know, Oprah, she don't give interviews like that. I wonder if she's going to go on a Tamron Hall show. What other shows? The View. Hi, Associate Minister and Reserve Deacon, Mr. Terry Jones. How you doing? B. Deasy, how are you doing? So, you know, I'm really curious to see what Jassi is going to say, what details that she's going to give us. Let's see, this post was in no way a response to her, but to blogs saying things that are not true, please don't make this something it's not. Okay, so Jassi jumped in the comments. She's been out here giving it up like, no, it's not that. And let's get these facts straight. Let's go ahead. So this right here, this photo right here is the baby's mother, Charlize, and of course there's Darius. And I want to get into these photos because this right here, it doesn't scream out like, oh, we're in love, you know, oh, you know, it's just, I don't know. It just gives like, let's do this for the kids, right? So even in these photos, it just looks like a family photo, a staged family photo. Okay. So there they are right there. She has no ring on her finger. I don't know. How serious were they? You know what I'm saying?
He's a great father to 2 boys that were both either there or already created before me.
How old are the children?
The children are 3 and turned 1 a month ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Jacqueline, if you have questions, I'm more than happy to answer.
She's told me this story like 8 times, 8 different ways.
I'm enjoying his little bachelor pad, and I look up and I'm like, there's a kid on the wall. That was the first kid. And then by the time we got serious, she was pregnant with the second one, Mia.
So that's kind of close to when you guys got together, right? So you guys have only been together, what?
A couple years. When he and I were dating, she was about maybe 2 or 3 months pregnant.
Okay.
She was already pregnant before we even had sex.
Did he know?
He did not know. That was the delay in me knowing.
Been together 2 years. The baby is 1 year old, the first baby. Gestation for a baby is 9 months. So they had been dating for 3 months prior to him conceiving the second baby. Another 6 months, she finds out about the baby. 2 plus 2.
All right, so Jassi had taken a photo from her dining area. It says, "One thing I never have to do is lie. I'm very proud of the truth of my situation. Actually, y'all will see I'm being nice, but enough with the lies for clout." Okay. Someone says, oh, Urban Bill says, "I understand that not everyone sees the full picture and it's common for some to seek attention through misinformation. However, I won't be lending my energy to baseless gossip designed to drive clicks. Stay tuned though." Yes, you know what? So I guess Urban Bill had went on to cover this story as well. Now, I do have a little insight. I do have a little tea. I think that I should share with you all. Her doing my investigation. This is what I found out. Okay. Now, Jassi is definitely I want to say like she is definitely taking the higher road. And when we talk about, hold on, where is that video? Okay, so when we talk about the game, well, on the day of the game of the Super Bowl, when the Chiefs had won the championship, the girlfriend was in the stands, right? The girlfriend was in the stands, or the baby mom was in the stands. And I don't know why in particular something's happened that way, but here, let's take a look at this right quick, and then we'll come back and then we'll dissect.
I'm a Chiefs wife. Of course we won the Super Bowl. I'm a Chiefs wife. Of course we won the Super Bowl.
Okay, so there you see it. Jassi posted that on her TikTok. So that's Jassi at the game. As you can see, let's watch it one more time.
I'm a Chiefs girlfriend. Of course we won the Super Bowl. I'm a Chiefs wife. Of course we won the Super Bowl. I'm a Chiefs wife. Of course we won the Super Bowl.
Okay, so for on my end, I'm getting a little I don't know. I was getting a little I don't know, things just wasn't working out for me on this side. But hopefully you got that. What I wanted to say on this particular situation was let's get into it. I want you all to get up into this. So, old girl was in the stands. So the baby mom, she was in the stands. And, you know, my source is saying that she had to give the babies to his mom to bring him to the field. But my thing is, if they had something together, don't y'all think that she would be out there on the field like with him? I mean, because Jassi was out there on the field. I get that, you know, sometimes in relationships, you know, you have kids with a guy and sometimes it just don't work out. You know, sometimes it just don't work out. And my thing is, I don't even think that they even have interactions like that. It's more of, you know, let's do this transition, you know, through my mom. You know, so pretty much Darius's mom is very involved. I mean, and not into the point where she's like, you know, making herself available for his relationship and making decisions. No, his mom is there to make sure things are kosher and to make sure the parental exchange is definitely on point. Okay. Now, let me say this. Hey Tiara, how are you doing, my love? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Now, I want to say this. I have been like on Jazzy's story. That's where I've been getting a lot of my information from. So let me see if I can get over here to her channel and bring up some more information while we wait on that. I mean, the coach, she's very familiar with the coach, you know. Um, Everyone knows her, so it's not like she was a secret, because I kind of feel like the baby mom is trying to make it seem like, oh, she was out here creeping and sneaking and dating him. I mean, that's just what I'm thinking inside of my head. I don't know it to be true. But let's get it here. Why now? You know, why now is what I want to know. Let's get into it. I know Carlos King is an amazing guy. You know, I really just wish that you know what? I don't even know why I'm veering off, but I just miss Carlos King. I miss him on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know, when that show first got started, you know, the elegance, we got to see events, we got to see the ladies dress up, we got to see the fancy cars and things like that. So I say that to say this. Potomac put me in that element. And it's like, dang, where is our producer that really, you know, gets that information out there and really serves us up the tea, right? Now, I did place on my Instagram a few photos of this lovely couple. Okay. Um, Now I do want to say this, because the real truth is that in May, she had the second baby. Okay. Now, she's saying that they created these babies together. It was for the birthday and they were planned. I'm calling BS on that. I'm calling BS on that. And I really want y'all to focus and pay attention, because I'm calling BS on that. Like the first child, yes. But the second child, I'm not really sure if the second child was planned. I'm not really sure if the second child was planned. Let me go ahead and bring up Jazzy's photo so the people can know who we are talking about. Well, we are speaking of. We're speaking of her husband. Okay. So this is a beautiful couple right here that we are speaking of. That's Jassi and that's Darius. Now, like I said, kids are definitely a blessing, but I feel like the first one, yeah, that one was planned, but I kind of feel like when it comes to the second one, that can be challenged, right? So let me just say this. So after about 3 months um of, you know, holding him down, I feel like there was some inconsistencies with Darius at the time. And you have to understand this, you know, dating a guy that has children, it can be slightly tricky, just depending on the other parent and how they navigate, right? Because when you talk about co-parenting, I've been in situations to where, you know, the baby mom still wants to be relevant. The baby mom feels like she has like a one up over the new girlfriend because there aren't children involved, right? But that's really not the case. That's really not the case. And when you talk about co-parenting, because I do co-parent, me and my husband, we co-parent with the other set of parents. And so you have to really be strong. You really have to be mature to handle co-parenting. I know, like in the beginning of my relationship with my husband, well, he was then my guy that I was dating, right? There were stipulations that I just set in place. And it was because of um um traditions. Now I am non-traditional, but I do, I do kind of keep my old traditions around because that's who made me, right? But when we talk about this situation in this couple, you got to think about this. Jassi probably wasn't aware of his infidelity because y'all have to understand Darius was playing for the Kansas City Chiefs, right? And then he wasn't. So he was on this break of waiting to see which next team he's going to be playing for. And there were some inconsistencies with their relationship. And so, in my opinion, in my head, Jassi was just, giving her man time. When you're in the middle of changing your careers, it can be very stressful. So if you're in a relationship and your partner is like kind of having a career change, you definitely want to support them. And you also want to be able to give them their space as well because they can be overwhelmed. When you talk about a guy making X amount of money and then right now it's kind of on hold, that will put anybody under a bit of stress, right? So I want to say that Jassi had no clue about her. I want to say Jassi really had no clue about her until she did it, right? Now, let's get into this because the Super Bowl. I want y'all to ask Charlize, why was she in the stands and not on the field? So as we go through this, because I will be reviewing the Real Housewives of Atlanta sometime today. I want you guys to I will have a watch party. If you all did not get to watch, I would like to host a watch party. So make sure you're checking out my community tab. I'll put up, do you guys want to have a watch party? And what I'll do is I'll create a link and I'll put it to where we can watch a watch party. Now remember, I am Central Time. What I feel, and from a source, Jassi has been harassed by the baby mom. The harassment, you're going on blogs, you're talking to blogs. I really wouldn't be surprised if she goes around to more blogs and try to get a story out there. But one thing I can say is Real Housewives of Potomac, you're definitely bringing it this season. I'm loving the newbies. I'm loving Stacey. I'm loving Kiarna. I can give you guys a little piece. So Kiarna and what's her name? Kiarna and Mia. So Kiarna and Mia, they have this whole little go back and forth, and this is on episode 7. So I'm gonna make sure I'm taking notes and delivering you guys the tea. But I do want to point this out there. Please stay tuned to Jassi's her social medias. Actually, I'm going to bring up her social medias. Let me show this right quick. Let me bring down her photo. But I do want to show this right quick. Let's go over here to her Instagram her Instagram page. And let's see what she's posted up. Bravo TV. Okay. Let's see. Oh my God. So she was at the fight, y'all. Here. Let me bring these up. So Jassi and her man, Darius, was at the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Look at that. Isn't she just stunning? Yes. Look at how cool they look. Very happy. They're looking very demure. He's like laughing. Oh, look at them. Okay. Just chocolate city. Okay. Loving the beautiful brown. Melanin. Okay. I'm loving it. Now I'm thinking that that's his sister. I'm assuming that that is his sister. She's a very beautiful young lady. And then them giving each other smooch. And child, she's wearing that dress, isn't she? Child, she wearing that dress. Okay, listen here. Let me go ahead and skim down a little bit more. Oh, she got her hair done the other day. Okay, yes. And this is her hair company, uh, Chanel Beauty on the install and unit. Okay. That's her hair brand. Oh my goodness. Looks so beautiful. I'm definitely in love. Love, love, love. Okay. Yes. Okay, so let me go ahead and move on down. Let me see what else. Oh, let me type on her hair company and let's go there. So if you all want any hair, if you are interested here, I'll go ahead and drop her link in the chat. This is a link to her Instagram. You can order there or you can order on the site. All the details are definitely on the site. I'm just giving you guys a recap. As you can hear in my voice, baby, Queen is drained. I am drained a little bit. It has been a very intense week, okay? I mean, from academic bowls to wrestling tryouts and things like that. Yeah, it's been a lot, but we won't complain. Here we are. Okay, interested in non-wefted human hair. Rideaux Hair has all of your virgin hair needs, whatever you can think of. We have, if you don't see it on the website, simply send an inquiry via DM or our chat box online from 2x2 closures, non-wefted hair, 7x7 by 7s, and 13 by 6 frontals and more. Okay. Oh, okay. So it does not have to be wefted. Okay. Yes. And that's how you can contact. If you know, you know. And you can get 15% off your next order. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, custom wig, construction, hand stitch, or machine stitch. Which do you prefer? So you have options here, y'all. Oh, so you have options here. Okay. I'm with it. Oh, hold on, y'all. My dog's got oh. What? Hey, y'all, give me 1 second. Actually, let me put you on a quick commercial break. My dogs just got out. Let me just let them in right quick. We will be right back. Let me let Queen City take over for a second. Give me a second. All right, you all. Thank y'all so much for being patient with me. I really, really, really appreciate you. Okay. Yes, I appreciate you. Associate Minister Reserve Deacon Mr. Terry Jones says, Queen Tulsa, please remember your supporters will understand you have a life outside of YouTube. Yes, I cannot stop these babies from being so adventurous. I mean, if we had a bigger yard, I wouldn't mind it, you know. But yes. So like I was saying, thank you so much for that. So if you want to get you some Rideaux hair, definitely get on over there. Good hair does not stay home on a Friday. Okay. So there is Jassi. Okay. Been that girl. She's definitely been that girl. Okay. I love that long pony. Okay, so here, what are we doing here? Rideaux here, glam team. The Rideaux family is all about glam. When I tell you her glam team is everything, baby, it's everything. Okay. All right. So what else did we have on the okay? Oh, I wanted to get on Kenya. Okay, so I did want to let's see. Maybe I could bring up her interview. So KENYAMOORE, that was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Since we are on Bravo. She was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but now she isn't. And our girl Kenya has finally come out that okay. Okay, so give me a second. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and bring this up. We can review it right quick here. We can review this right quick. And this is on the Tamron Hall show. She was just there just the other day. Let's go ahead and give her a like. Let's subscribe. I don't know why we weren't. But however, let's go ahead and get into a little bit of this interview.
Live TV and I'm just winging it. I get it right, but nevertheless, you're a historic figure. The show didn't make you famous. It added to you and your brand.
Definitely.
Longest running on the show.
Yes.
Cast member for the Atlanta series.
Yes.
So with all of that, you're the longest running housewife and you decided to go low. And this is my thing. She said that Brittany Edie had a weapon. Why wouldn't you call the police? I would have. I mean, you like that drama so much. Girl, let's go.
There are some things we need to clear up, or you need to clear up. You were not fired, or were you fired?
I was never fired. I was never fired. So there were a lot of headlines that spread across the world. Kenya was fired. She was fired. She was let go. All of those things, and they were not true.
What is true?
What is true is that, where do you want me to start?
Well, are you a part of the show?
I am still under contract, and I am still an employee of the network.
So you still receive checks from the show?
I still do.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So,
okay.
Period. Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you, because we're going to be honest.
Yeah, you have to be honest.
I called you.
Yes.
I called you and I said, what is going on?
Yes.
I'm not going to pretend that this is someone that I am not friendly with. But I don't know. I'm not playing dumb right now. You know that. I called to check on you. I didn't call to get the scoop.
Yes.
So you're still being paid by Bravo. You've not been fired from the show. I felt that this was a ploy for ratings. I have felt from the beginning, and I have not told you this because it doesn't make sense. I think if this is a case of revenge porn and there's an investigation, and I hope that there was, why are you?
Listen here. If it doesn't make sense. Now, I've been told that Bravo lets the girls give their own story like after the fact because they don't want to hinder their future employment, right? That's what I heard. What I heard is Bravo will give them the opportunity to give their severance speech to keep their brand, their image untainted, to say the least. Okay. Y'all bear with me here. I haven't even had a cup of coffee yet.
Still being paid.
So here's the thing. That's another lie. I was never under suspicion for revenge porn. I never, ever, from the network, their mouths exactly, you were never under investigation for revenge porn. That is something someone put on their Instagram along with law to point a finger at me for something that was completely a false narrative.
So why aren't you on the show?
I'm not on the show because we started filming, and this is a pivotal season for Real Housewives, and they had a lot of new girls. And as you said before, I was one of the few that survived. And we were really excited to get the season started. And some of the new girls, you know, as in the past, they come on and they're trying to make a name for themselves, especially when they're not really showing up.
But that's a part of the franchise.
That's a
right?
part of
no
the
one
franchise.
wants to see a boring Housewives episode.
Well, if you know the ins and outs of this show, how could you still take the bait, Kenya? You're supposed to be smarter than this. Like, I just can't see how she got herself wrapped up and tangled up in this situation.
Exactly.
And so some of the things that come on, you know, people are keeping it spicy for a reason.
Yes.
Okay.
But when you go too far, and that's what happened, we were having a filming and things took like a really dark turn. And toward me, there was a young lady who was new and she just was poking the bear. And everybody knows, you know, the saying that I made up, don't come for me unless I send for you.
Right.
And that means simply, I mind my business.
Kenya, I'm not really buying it at this point. I feel like Kenya needs to take accountability for what she did and seriously let it go. Still trying to keep yourself relevant. Yes, I get that. I know she had her daughter Brooklyn on the show, and Brooklyn was working on her book and she's going around selling her book. And yeah, it's just a lot. So I just wanted to come in for you guys on this, fill you in on this tea. I will be coming back with some more tea here in a little bit. But I just want to thank you all so much for coming by. And I'll see you next time. So long.
Something else need love, just need love, so what's a girl to do? She needs love, she just need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming, have you breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. I want it till you get it right. I can get it to you right, baby. I wanna be healing. I can be real good. We don't get these feelings. Hey, I need some love.